Every cyclist knows that if you want to improve your climbing ability, you have to shed weight, either off the bike or the rider or both. Many begin with the bike, thinking that spending money on the lightest this, that or the other component will help them get up the hills quicker. Now on the one hand this will work, but if you're carrying a few extra kilos in the belly area, then you will undoubtedly see greater time gains if you personally slim down a bit. Basically, any time advantage that a super duper lightweight carbon fibre bottle cage buys you will be completely offset by shoving a load of carrot cake down your gullet. Now, I'll be the first to admit that I need to lose a few kilos. Well, actually I probably need to lose quite a few. Not only will it improve my climbing ability, but it will also improve my general health by reducing my blood pressure and my risk of developing heart disease and certain cancers. On paper, losing weight is just a matter of nutritional accounting. Simply burn more calories than you consume. Yeah, right. You only have to look at me to see that it's not quite that easy. Traditional theory goes something like this. Let's for one moment assume that I'm an average man. Many nutritionists would say that I need to consume around 2,500 calories a day to maintain my body weight, or 2,000 calories if I was a woman. Those same nutritionists also recommend that a safe weight loss is around 1 kilo or 2 pounds a week. And for me to do that, I would either need to reduce my intake or up my exercise or both to the tune of around 7,000 calories a week. So if we then say that cycling burns between 300 and 600 calories an hour, I would need to ride my bike between 90 minutes and 3 hours every day if I was trying to burn this off through exercise alone. But this is actually only half the story. That 2,500 calories a day is to maintain my body weight. So if I was to sit around doing absolutely nothing all day, I'd still be burning about 105 calories an hour. So let's now assume that cycling burns 400 calories an hour. That would also include the 100 calories that I would be burning regardless. So the net loss is only 300 calories. So what would happen if you didn't manage to reduce that daily calorie intake? Well, it's pretty scary. If you were to regularly consume only an extra 150 calories a day, that would result in a weight gain of, wait for it, 8 kilos or 16 pounds a year. And if you want to see what 150 calories looks like, here it is. If you are fortunate enough to lose a couple of kilos, one of the big questions that you should be asking yourself is a couple of kilos of what? In an ideal world it will be fat, but in some cases it's muscle, in which case you're in a state of ketosis, which is basically your body's starvation mode. Now needless to say, this is not good. Normally, we get our daily energy requirements from the carbohydrates that we consume, and any excess is converted and stored as fat. If we then reduce that daily intake, the body turns to the fat stores for the rest of its energy requirements, and we lose weight. But if we severely reduce our intake, the body completely bypasses the fat stores and tries to get its energy from our muscles. Now when we stand on the scales, this will initially appear as a weight loss, but once we start eating normally again, the body will not only try to replace that lost muscle mass, but it will also start adding extra to the fat stores, just in case it goes into ketosis again. This explains why crash diets don't really work, and why you usually end up weighing more than when you first started. The only sensible way to lose weight is relatively slowly through healthy eating and regular exercise. The single main reason why losing weight is so hard is actually our minds. It's not as if somebody's tying us down and force feeding us beer and pizza. If only. No, everything I eat of my own free will, or at least that's the impression that I have. Psychologically speaking, eating is one of the most complex things we do. If it was just a question of taking on the required amount of energy, we wouldn't have taste buds for a start, and it wouldn't be so closely linked with our emotions. Studies have shown that eating stimulates many of the key areas of the brain, such as pleasure and memory. When people feel bad, they want to comfort eat. When they feel good, they want to invite their friends around for jelly and ice cream. I mean, nobody wants to celebrate their first ever century with a bowl of leaves. I say ditch the salad and give the boy a pie, which probably explains why I need to lose a few kilos. Some of these associations are hardwired within our brains and go back to our primitive past. They're probably some ancient survival mechanism, but some of it is actually learnt behaviour. Breaking this psychological bond with food is probably the single key factor to successful weight loss. If you can do that, then losing weight does indeed become incredibly simple. Unfortunately, I don't have any secret formulas or magic answers. If I did, I would weigh 85 kilos and I would be fabulously wealthy. Unfortunately, it boils down to good old-fashioned willpower and time. I know many of you watching this have successfully lost weight, so perhaps you'd like to share your journey in the comments below. If you found this film useful, please like and share, and if you'd like to get the most out of your cycling, please consider subscribing for my regular weekly uploads. You can do so by clicking on the subscribe button, and don't forget to click the little bell icon so you don't miss anything. Thanks for watching.